here it is, the new mystery box that I got from Blue Box. I haven't gotten something from Blue Box in a while, but this is a new box they have. Well, I don't really know how new it is. It may not be that new. So we're going to just go through this entire box. I haven't looked at it yet. I'm opening it right now as I'm chatting with you about it. But just contact me, skeeterjonesthings at Gmail, if there's anything in this box that you're interested in. And they are all CZ. And here they are coming out of the box. And there should be 25 rings here. So this is a bonus video, but it's going to work the same way any of my other videos work, where if you're interested in anything here, just email me, skeeterjonesthings at Gmail, and it will work out all the details there. And anybody who is doing monthly shipping for me this month, these can be added to your October package. The last day to complete a transaction and have it included in your October package is, I think, next Wednesday. I can't remember the date off the top of my head. I just paused the camera to go over and look. So Wednesday the 29th is the last day to complete a transaction and have those pieces added to your October package without additional shipping being added. So all of these are sizes 7, 8, and 9. The description when I bought it said that ahead of time, that they would all be sizes 7, 8, and 9 because those are the most popular sizes. We're just going to jump right in. And I have my sizing mandrel right here. I had gone ahead and started, that's why some of these bags are numbered here. I had gone ahead and started going through the video, and then I had to go back and reread the description of this box because it's not what I thought it was going to be. I thought they were going to be all sterling and some of those sterling rings would have gold overlay on them. But the description was not the most clear. So they are not all sterling and some with gold overlay. It's that some are basically a gold tone or have a very thin wash of gold over some copper. And then maybe there might be some rings in here that have sterling. So I believe I may have mentioned $10 each for all of these rings at the top of the video. That's when I thought everything was sterling. Now that I know that everything is not, because I tested a lot of them and I cut the video and putting this on instead, but this is typical of the scratches that I was getting on everything, so which is copper. Everything else is going to be $4 or $5, just depending on how hefty or small the ring is. For example, this heftier one would be $5, and then one that's really thin and dainty would be $4. But these are all new, and they are all very nice CZs. So I'll start over from the beginning. I just went ahead and numbered already when I thought everything was going to be $10. It's not, so I'll be adding prices to these bags now. But this one is a deep purple. There's a double halo of clear CZs around it. And it comes down in this V shape on both sides. There's no branding and no marks on the inside. And this one had a copper scratch, and it acid tested also negative. So this is a size 7. All the ones I'm showing you in this batch are 7 because they all came in sizes. I'm not sure if this is going to be in the part of the video I'm leaving in that I already did, but they're all 7, 8, and 9. So this first group that I'm showing you are the 7s. Number 1 right here. This one is going to be $5. And that's what it looks like on. It's very beautiful. And again, these are all new. Let's see, where's 2? Here it Number 2, this one was also negative for sterling, but it's gorgeous. Okay, you have these clear CZs, this really large one right in the middle, and then smaller ones on this little wavy pattern on each side, and then a little heart on each side of the stone. Then these little sort of bars going across, where it has the look of 3 rings put together, or the look of maybe a ring in the middle of a jacket. It kind of gives that look, but it is all one ring. Here it is from the side. And here's how it would look on. Very beautiful. This one is also a $5 one. Let's see, number 3 was this one right here. This may be supposed to look like an aquamarine or a topaz. There's the shade of blue. And then it's got this teardrop shape around it with little CZs in there. This one was also negative for sterling. And that's how it looks on. And see, this one is going to be, that one's going to be 5 also. I saw a really dainty looking one in here, so I know that one's going to be 4. It's in another one of the other sizes. It looks like it's in the 9 bag. Let's see, number 4. This looks like a blue topaz. That's beautiful. Negative for sterling. It's got this square halo around it of clear CZs, and then the single stone right in the middle. This one is number 5, or number 4, but $5. And now number 5, this is where I had left off in my previous video. This one has this sort of long, sort of squashed football kind of shape, and it has the larger CZs right down the middle, and then smaller ones surrounding it. This is the negative for sterling as well. This is the last one I looked at and tested. I like the setting on this one. It's gorgeous. All of these are so pretty. It'll be the icing on the cake if one of them ends up being sterling. This one isn't particularly dainty on the top, but the band is really dainty, and it looks smaller, and I'm just wanting to give a break here, so I'll go ahead and make that my first $4 one. Since the band is a lot smaller, so number 5 for $4. All right, so number 6, this one's a rose gold tone. Sort of a pinkish purple, maybe cushion cut stone. Very dainty band. Tiny CZs on each side, and this sort of crown shaped setting. Really like that setting. And again, this one is also a size 7. Not expecting, yeah, that's copper also. So this one's going to be number 6. And that's got a pretty substantial setting there and a nice large stone. That one's going to be $5 also. Oh, this one's pretty. So it's got this sort of citrine colored stone that's very sparkly and a double halo around it that sort of steps up. The halo is in 2 levels. This high mounted setting with the extra little part that comes down. Looks like a price sticker used to be on it. There, that came off. That's just sticker residue. Okay, so that's gorgeous, and this is what it would look like on. That's stunning. It's got this sort of, not really citrine color now that I'm looking at it, sort of like a pinky citrine type of color to it. And that again has a copper scratch, and this one's going to be number 7. And that one's going to be $5. Now number 8. How pretty. All right, there's this sort of twist design to this one. And then you have really tiny CZs right here. And then this larger band kind of looks like a ribbon twisting around with a larger CZ right in the middle. That's what it looks like on. That's what it looks like from the side. I like how it's so dimensional and 3D. That one's beautiful. They're all beautiful. I just wish they were all sterling. Number 8, and this one's going to be $5. And then for number 9, we're going to be looking at the last of the size 7s. This looks like a faux, like mystic topaz. Very reflective, very sparkly, sort of peacock colors. And no mark in that one. It has a halo around it of the teardrop shaped stone, and it's also copper. That's what that looks like on. Very pretty. Very high, chunky setting. And we'll say $4 for that one, and that's going to be number 9. And that's the last of the size 7s. And now for the size 8s. 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6, 8. So there's 8 size 8s. This is a vintage inspired design, it looks like. Okay, no stamps or marks in this one. Let's double check the size on it. And yes, it is a size 8. You have these tiny little, again, football shapes with a single CZ in the middle of each one, and then these diamond shapes down each side, and then flanked by a little solid band, and then it's cut out, you know, in between the stones. Again, another copper scratch on that one. This one is $5 and it's number 10. Oh wow, this one's really pretty. That's sort of like an opal glass kind of color, and then this aubergine sort of eggplant color on these two stones. And then these just intertwined little vines. It's a gorgeous design. That's how it looks on. That's very, very pretty. And I don't see any marks on this one. So I'm expecting it to also have a copper scratch, like all of its friends, and it does. So this one's going to be number 11 for $5. Okay, let's do this one. This will be a $4 one. This is another one just like the little Mystic Topaz one in the size 7s, except this one has a very dark blue colored stone with the halo around it. Has a high setting, and then this narrow band. And the scratch is going to be copper, I'm sure, and it is. So this one's number 12. I forgot to show you how it looks on. That's going to be a $4 one. And that's how it looks on. So you just claim an item by number, just like in my regular videos. Oh, look at this. How pretty. Oh my goodness, look at that. So it looks kind of botanical. It's not literally in the shape of flowers, but it just has the look of a floral spray. There are these dark, kind of smoky greenish colored stones, and then the pink stones, and then the sort of milky opal glass colored stones. And this wide spray. Let's see, I don't see any marks on this one. I'm thinking they may have just said sterling and gold overlay, just so that, or sterling or gold overlay or something like that. I think they just left themselves an out to not put any sterling in here. I'm going to keep positive though. This one's number 13 and it's $5. I'm going to keep positive, and maybe we'll have at least one sterling ring in this set. But sterling or not, the designs are very pretty. Number 13 for $5. Okay, this one is another pretty one. I guess I can quit saying that because they're all pretty. A really tiny band on this one, and two types of pink stones right there, and then you have the clear ones on each side. These are nice little cocktail rings, which will be pretty good to wear for your holiday parties that are coming up. That season, the whole Thanksgiving to Christmas rush is almost on us. So yes, another copper scratch. This one is number 14. And it's going to be $4 since it's a lot smaller and more delicate. Okay, here we go with this one's going to be number 15. So you have colors of the sort of, oh, I don't know, almost like a light teal, and then a very faint pinky purpley color, and then clear ones. And this cluster design. And no stamps. Probably another copper scratch. Yes. So this one is number 15. And it's $5. This beautiful sort of cluster design. That one would be good to wear at Christmas. Here's another rose gold tone, not rose gold. It's another one that has sort of this viney design where it separates and kind of twists around. Very sparkly stone. I really don't know how to describe that stone. Has peach in it, sort of golden colors. It's very sparkly and very delicate. That's how it looks on. It's not going to stick out that far on the sides if you wear this size. And we are looking at 8s right now. I don't wear 8. You can see it's kind of big on me. So it's not going to like poke out on the sides like that. If you wear an 8, it'll fit correctly. And I can't remember if we scratched this one yet or not, but I don't think we'll be shocked that it's another copper one. So this is number 16, and it's going to be $4 since it's more delicate. This one's gorgeous. Okay, we have this chunky band on each side with these clear CZs there, and this large, is that princess cut? Is that what you call that shape? That sort of square shape. This is probably not sterling. Yeah, it's not marked. We got another copper scratch. This one's number 17. Is that right? Yeah. Let me give you a look at it on. And this one's going to be 5. That's beautiful. Did I show you the setting on it? Sits up kind of high. It's got this full solid setting. And that's $5. And that is all of the size 8s. And here are the size 9s. We're supposed to have 25, and we're up to number 17. Let's see, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So we do have all 25 rings. Oh, and they gave us 2 in here. So we actually got 26. These two are identical. Maybe they're meant to be like a set, and maybe that's why they counted those together. So this I'll do this one for $8 because that would be like $4 each, but I'll put them together and that'll be 8. And there's no mark on these. And I'm expecting that to still be copper. Yes. And the size here should be 9. I'm not going to size all of these. But yes, that sits right on the line for 9, which is that line right there. This line is 9 1/4. The line that goes right through the number 9 is actually 9 1/2. And then 9 3/4, and then that is 10. So that's how you read the mandrel. But this is meant, I believe, to wear together because the CZs are larger on one of the rings and then smaller on the other one. Let's see. Maybe that's a better idea of what they would look like on. The green is very vibrant. It's like a Christmas green. So this would be really great to wear at Christmas time. That's pretty set. And that's going to be number 18. And again, that's $8, but I'm just counting that as $4 each for these two. Number 19. This one has a halo around it, and then it's cut out in the middle with this sort of just milky colored rhinestone here, or CZ. These are all very polished and nice looking. There's no scratches on them. They do promise that the rings are new, and that has held up so far. See, that's copper also. And this is going to be number 19. Oh, I didn't let you see how it looks on. There we go. That was my dishwasher. So number 19, where's my marker? Oh, it's right in front of me. Number 19 is going to be $4 since that one's more light and delicate. Okay. Number 20, I have a triple band here. It's a thicker band at the bottom that separates into 3, and then they weave back and forth across each other. And then 2 of those bands have CZs on those. That looks very polished. That'd be a good one to wear to the office when you want to jazz up your office outfit, but you still want to look just polished and professional. So that's number 20. And that one's 5. $21. This one also has that milky colored stone on it, and it has a halo around. Really high, chunky looking setting. And then this sort of bead cut or bead design around the split part of the ring right there. And no marks. So probably again looking at copper. Yes. Oh, it's easier to write on this bag when nothing's in it. So this one's going to be a $5 one, and it's number 21. There's not a bad one in the lot as far as how they look. Number 22. This one's pretty. I've seen rings like this before, but never in brand new condition. So this is a neat effect. That's how it looks on. Like you have 2 rings crossing each other is how it looks when you put it on. And that's what it is pretty much. Just 2 very dainty rings that cross each other. And then you have your white CZs, clear CZs right there around the top. And again, that's the effect when you wear it. Not expecting anything from the scratch but copper. And that's what we got. And there, I started putting it in the bag again. And it's easier to write on it when nothing's in there. Okay, number 22, this one's gonna be 4. Okay, 23, here's another one, almost exactly like it. Okay, so this is 23, you already know it's gonna be $4 because it's the same style, just the color is different. There it is, the same crisscross style, and just all of these different colors. Pink, red, I see some blue, green, some pink, red, and purple, a little bit of golden color in there. And no reason why this wouldn't be copper also, since the one just like it was copper. So yes, there that is. Let me double check that one. Yeah. Yeah, there's a better scratch right there. All copper. So, and put it in the bag again before I wrote on it. So this one's 23. And it's also $4. Okay, 24. Okay, we had one of these in the size 8s. Same thing, different size, with the 2 different pinks. Same thing. This is just a 9. So if you liked the 8 in this, but you needed a bigger size, there you go. So this one's 24. And it is also going to be $4. And then here's our last one. It's a bypass. It's a pretty chunky bypass. Looks like the stones are supposed to mimic blue topaz. And there are no marks on it. And of course I expect it's going to scratch copper, and it does. Oh, I'm getting way ahead of myself. Okay, so that's how it looks on. That's pretty. Really like that. So this one's a little bit darker than this one. And because they're CZs, of course, they're going to have all the sparkle. And you'd have a little bit of adjustability with this one. You probably can't size it down an entire size, but you could snug it up to your finger a little bit because it's a bypass. So this one is the last one. It's number 25. And it is $5. And that closes out the bonus video. So there we go. Thank you so much for joining me for this little bonus video. And I thank everybody who spends any part of their day with me. And I hope you enjoyed the content. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Please share it with someone else who you think might also enjoy it. Subscribe if you haven't already, and leave me a comment. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.